The proposal that changed everything. Is this really the best you could do? She laughed at my proposal before walking out of my life. So, I took the ring back and disappeared. Years later, she watched me buy a better one for someone who actually deserved it. Hey everyone, before we dive into the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video if you want more stories like this. Thanks! The ring box felt like it weighed a ton in my jacket pocket. I'd been carrying it around for a week, waiting for the perfect moment. Tonight, after 5 years together, I thought this was the moment we were back at the restaurant where we had our first date. Lauren had been dropping hints about wanting something meaningful for our anniversary. I'd planned everything meticulously. A reservation made 2 months in advance. The ring took me 6 months to save for. $1,800 for a 1-carat solitaire classic. Elegant, exactly what she described wanting when we talked about marriage 3 years ago. When I arrived, Lauren was already at the table, looking stunning in a black dress I'd never seen before. She was on her phone, scrolling, didn't even look up when I sat down. Hey, I said. You look amazing. Thanks, she replied, barely glancing up. Just finishing something for work. Her phone stayed on the table, screen down, but she kept glancing at it. Real estate stuff. She'd been busy lately. New clients. Late showings, I'd been supportive. Proud, even. The waiter came. We ordered. But Lauren kept her phone close, checking it twice during dinner. I tried to make conversation, but it felt off. This wasn't how I imagined it. My stomach twisted. I tried again. Do you remember our first date here? She looked around, clearly distracted. It's smaller than I remembered. Still has the best carbonara in the city, though. Sure, I said, barely hearing her. Dinner came and went, and Lauren barely noticed. I could feel the weight of the ring in my pocket. This wasn't just another dinner. This was it, the moment. But she wasn't in the moment with me. I took a deep breath, stood up, and walked over to her side of the table. The couple next to us noticed, and I could feel the weight of their attention. Lauren's eyes shot up, confused. What are you doing? She asked. I kneeled, pulled out the ring box. Lauren, I began, voice trembling slightly. I love you. These 5 years have been the best of my life. I can't imagine a future without you in it. Will you marry me? I opened the box. Her face shifted, and not in a good way. It wasn't surprise, it wasn't joy, it was something else. Something close to inconvenience. Is this really the best you could do? She asked. Her voice was cold, dismissive. I froze, not understanding at first. What? The ring, David. Is this really the best you could do? I was stunned. I thought you wanted a solitaire. Simple and classic. That's what you said. I said that when I was 24, she replied flatly. I'm 29 now. Things change. Expectations change. I was still on one knee. People were watching, some definitely hearing what was going on. Lauren, I don't understand. What's wrong with this ring? What's wrong with this proposal? She waved her hand, dismissing it all. I expected more from the one. If you even are the one. What are you saying? My mind raced. I'm saying I can't do this, she said, grabbing her purse. I can't pretend this is enough anymore. Pretend? What's enough? I stood up slowly, the ring box still open, the moment unraveling before me. You and your safe little future. The house, the kids, the minivan, the white picket fence, the slow death by routine. My knee throbbed. I stood, still holding the ring box like an idiot. I thought that's what we both wanted. You assumed I wanted it too. You never asked. I took a deep breath. We talked about this. We talked about marriage, about kids. I thought we were on the same page. You assumed, she said with disgust. Talking about something doesn't mean I agreed with it. And then she dropped the bomb. There's someone else. Time seemed to stop. What? There's someone else. A guy who knows how to treat women. Who doesn't think Olive Garden level romance is impressive. This is an Olive Garden, I said, my voice barely a whisper. This is where we had our first date. Exactly, you're still living in the past. He's about the future. A real future. I stood frozen as she grabbed her purse, ready to leave. Who is he? Trevor, one of my clients. I couldn't believe it. How long? I demanded. 3 months, while you were saving for this ring. While you were planning this proposal. While you were imagining our life together. Lauren, my voice caught. You deserve someone who wants your kind of life. Someone who thinks dinner at a mediocre restaurant is romantic. Someone impressed by a 1-carat diamond. She didn't look at me. She just turned to leave. I need more than this, she said, and walked out. I stood there holding the ring box. The restaurant went quiet. The couple next to me stared into their food. The waiter approached cautiously. Sir, can I get you anything? I closed the ring box and put it back in my pocket. Just the check, please. I paid, got in my car, and drove home in silence. My brain was static. The apartment was empty. I looked around, noticing Lauren's stuff was already missing. There was a note on the kitchen counter. David, I'll get the rest of my things this weekend. Trevor and I have been together for 3 months. I didn't want to hurt you, but I can't keep pretending you deserve someone who wants your kind of life. I need more. The apartment is in your name. So I'll be out by Sunday. I'm sorry. I read it 3 times, then set it down. I sat down on the couch, looking at the empty space. No yelling, no tears, just emptiness. The next morning, I called the jeweler. I need to know about your return policy. Of course, sir. Full refund within 30 days. No questions asked. Perfect. 6 months of savings. Gone. I watched the money return to my account. $8,000, refunded like nothing had ever happened. I spent the weekend moving her things into storage. No contact, no apologies, nothing. I texted her the access code for the unit and blocked her number. My best friend Mike came over later with beer and pizza. What's the plan? He asked. Move on, I said. What else is there? You're being too calm. It's weird. What do you want me to do? Kia's car? Blow up her phone? That's not going to change anything. I'm done. You know it's not your fault, right? Mike said. The ring was great. The proposal thoughtful. She just didn't get it. I don't want to talk about it, I said. I just want to forget tonight ever happened. Weeks passed and I focused on work. I kept busy. Then one day my boss called me into his office. "We're opening a new division in Seattle," he said. "I want you to head the project management team. It's a big promotion." "Seattle?" I asked. "It's across the country, but I think you could use a fresh start," he said, clearly sensing my need for change. I thought about it for a moment. Yeah, I'll do it. Seattle was cold and gray and perfect. I threw myself into work, joined a gym, and started rock climbing. I was free. Months later, Mike's girlfriend set me up with Emma, an accountant. We hit it off instantly. A few months after that, she moved to Seattle to be with me. We didn't rush things, just took it slow. But one night, she asked me, point blank, "So, what are we doing here?" "I like you a lot," I said. "So, I think you should move to Seattle." "You're serious?" "I'm serious." She moved 3 months later. We started building a life together. Then, one day, I saw a message from Lauren. It was her voice on the phone, shaking and crying. "I made a mistake. Trevor wasn't who I thought he was. He lied about everything. I threw away something real for something fake." I listened quietly. "Okay, that's all you're going to say?" "I'm sorry, David," she said. "I've been thinking about us." I responded calmly. "I'm with someone else. Her name is Emma." There was a long silence. "How long?" she asked. "A year," I said. "And it's different. It's real." I hung up, blocked her number, and went on with my life. Mike told me later that Trevor was a fraud. Everything about him was fake. The car, the house, the ring. Lauren had lost everything, and I felt nothing. Almost 2 years after Lauren walked out of that restaurant, I proposed to Emma. This time, there were no doubts, no wondering if she secretly wanted something else. We talked about it, we knew what we both wanted. I went to the same jeweler, Tom. "I need an engagement ring," I said. Tom smiled. "Congratulations. Do you know what style she likes?" "She sent me pictures," I said. "Smart woman." A few minutes later, I made my choice. An oval-cut diamond, delicate band, more expensive than Lauren's ring. When I was signing the papers, the door chimed. Lauren walked in. She was thinner, older, clutching a small ring box. She went to the counter, quietly asking the jeweler to check the ring. "Ma'am, this is cubic zirconia," he said. "Worth about $50. Lauren's face fell. She started crying quietly, trying to hide. Tom smiled at me. "Your fiancé is very lucky." Lauren turned, her eyes red. "You're getting engaged," she said, looking at my ring. "Yes," I replied. Her face dropped. "To who?" "To Emma." "How long?" "Almost 2 years," I said. Lauren looked at me, still holding the fake ring. "I threw away something real for this." "I see that now," I said. "But I'm happy. I'm with someone who knows me, who wants me for who I am, not what I'm supposed to be." She stood there, shaking. "I'm sorry, David." "I hope you learn from this," I said. I walked away, ring in hand, and went to propose to Emma. That's how it's supposed to be, a life built together, not by assumptions, but by choice.